Warning, there are profanity, topics, and other opinions that could offend you. Please watch and or listen at your own risk, and enjoy the show. Hey guys, what's up? It's your old school duelist, whoever you want to call me, and welcome back to another amazing episode of the Voidcast, where no topic is off the table. Today I am joined by a very, very special guest, close friend, hell, you might even call him a best friend, Jaymes motherfucking EZSLAYIN409, longest name I've ever said on the podcast. So, Jaymes, why don't you tell us who you are and what the fuck you do with your life?
Not much, actually. I go to work, I play video games, and I hang out with Raven sometimes.
Alright. Short, get to the point, simple.
Exactly.
So before we jump into the podcast today, we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! The state of Yu-Gi-Oh! And what it's in right now. We're gonna talk about the Monster Hunter movie that's been coming out, or that's like basically still in filming, so we've only gotten screenshots, and we're going to talk about Sony leaving E3 for 2019. So if you're excited or if you want to hear a tune before that, we always have the chit chat, and this week's chit chat is my final review on Pokemon Let's Go. And with Jaymes here, me and him, we've been playing
Let's go
the shit out of the game, like basically not together, but like I wouldn't say even on the same pace, because he spent the last, like, fucking week looking for a shiny Charmander.
And I finally got it, like 2 hours ago.
And before we jump into chit-chat, I just want you guys to pause the episode right now. I want you to tell someone about the podcast. It's the biggest help and the biggest support that you can give us, or give the podcast in general. Word of mouth, it's the best way, and I appreciate every bit of it. Now, enough about me shelf out to you guys. Let's jump into the podcast. So, Jaymes.
Mom, get the camera. Oh, wait, what?
So, what is your thoughts on Pokemon Let's Go?
I like the game so far. It's pretty smooth. It runs nicely from what I've played of it. Even though I've really sat on Route 3 and Route 4 for the last week. But by the time I got to the 5th gym, I'm 20 levels over.
Jesus Christ.
But other than that,
I was only like...
Yeah, no, I was really over the...
You probably walked in and said, oh, toxic? That's cool.
Oh, I never got poisoned.
Yeah, me neither, because I remember Cody was talking about, like, he has nothing but toxic stalls, and I never got toxic once. He never used it once on me, and I just kind of, like, barreled through him.
Yeah. But, I like to watch some streamers whenever I'm shiny hunting, and so they would talk about, oh, well, there's this chance if you do this. Well, apparently, the combo system, you know how you catch a certain type of Pokemon, once you get past a combo of 11, rare Pokemon start to show up, and then... I don't really remember the numbers for the rest of it, but besides 31 is your highest chance to get a shiny rate. Well, I learned that you can just go catch 31 of a random Pokemon, say Caterpie, and then go find the Pokemon you want to chain for shiny chain for, or shiny hunt. And it's still the same odds. The only difference is you're not going to get the IVs, I believe.
Oh, so like, so you like never catch it? Do you just keep running? Because I saw that method.
Yeah, you said something earlier on a live stream that, what was it? It's better to run off the route, go into a house, come back, and refresh the spawns, rather than just standing there or just keep rerunning and encountering the same Pokemon over and over again, which is what I've been doing with Charmander for the last week.
No.
Because it's something about how the background of the game works, the RAM or something like that. It saves the Pokemon data inside the game, and re-sends it back out. Like, I could, you know how there's Pokemon just roaming around and then they disappear and then another one pops up.
Yeah.
Well, that one that disappeared has a good chance of reappearing, apparently. It's not
Oh,
confirmed.
so it's
There's
like,
just talk of it.
so it just despawns, and then like say like 10 minutes later, that exact same one that was there comes back.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Oh, I mean, I guess so. So it's better to just catch it. I don't know. That's weird to me. That's kind of weird, cause like,
Yeah.
I don't know, that's if that's the way it works, then that's kind of stupid, because then I don't know. I feel like it should just be a whole new Pokemon that spawns in every time. I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't know. It's
I
kind of
sat
weird
there.
when you're shiny.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you totally. Because I sat there in Seaform Islands trying to get not Slowpoke shiny, just wanted a competitive Slowpoke, because I'm actually starting to really like Slowpoke. Um, yeah, I just wanted a competitive one, perfect IVs, and then I realized halfway through, I never set the modest nature, so that was a pain in the dick to try and look for a modest one.
Oh, yeah, no, oh, by the way, if you ever need a, like, good Charmander, I have, like, 10 of them with, like, good EVs and everything. Anyway, I mentioned that to you off podcast, but,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
not gonna say no to a competitive Pokemon. Actually,
Hey,
speaking of that, yeah, you were sitting there when they were at GOAT when they were talking about like trading isn't like the proper way to get competitive Pokemon.
I wasn't, I don't believe I was there.
Okay, well, I think it was last time we went. But anyways, they because
Oh, I
there
was
was a
chanting the fucking Charmander there. Oh, sorry for the language.
you can it's fine to swear. I asked you, tell us who the fuck you are.
Oh. Okay.
But but yeah, no, dude, like that's kind of stupid to think that like trading isn't like the proper way to get competitive Pokemon. I feel like if it's a legit Pokemon, fucking trade it. Who cares?
True.
But I guess
I
like
think
what?
I'm not completely sure because I'm not seeing where they're coming from. Like with that, like if someone raised the Pokemon and made it competitive and then traded it to their buddy, that should be completely fine.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what they were saying, because I guess that's because one of the people there said that they play competitive, like VGC, and he was saying that like trading Pokemon isn't like the way that like Nintendo likes to look at getting competitive Pokemon, because they say like technically Nintendo doesn't know where that Pokemon came from, so they can ban that Pokemon. So like
Yeah.
if you raised a good Gengar, like you had a competitive Gengar and you just lent it to me so I can breed my own competitive Gengar, uh, and like they ask me the origins, I say yeah, it's bred from my buddy's Gengar. Oh, excuse me. Then they probably would try to ban that, or they would try to like say I can't use that Gengar because it was bred from a traded Pokemon.
Yeah, I remember a streamer one time. It was a big controversy or something like that inside VGC. He he bred a hacked Pokemon, like a hacked Pokemon with perfect IVs and whatnot. He bred him 2 generations down was the competitive Pokemon he used.
Oh.
And when he went to a tournament, they questioned it. You know, it was trying to say that he hacked it, but he proved that
It was a
he
bred Pokemon.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that would. I honestly don't know how that would like work. Because I mean, technically, yes, it's a you bred the Pokemon. Granted, yeah, its origin or like its origin comes from a hack, but I mean, technically, you bred it. You're the one that went through the
Yeah.
process of like hatching all those fucking eggs. Oh, that's a weird one. That is a really
Yeah.
weird one.
It,
But
it,
anyways,
it's Yeah.
Uh,
Anyways.
anyways, so is there any like complaints you have about the game? Because I mean, I'm not gonna say I have a lot of complaints about the game, but I have quite a few.
Well, besides the fact that I just spent a week on hunting for a shiny Charmander, and then when I finally got it, the IVs are, hold on, I can pull it up right now.
Is it not the IVs that you want?
Well, they basically make a tea.
Oh, ooh. Wait. So you only have 3 perfect IVs?
It's 4,
Oh, it's
okay?
4?
It's HP, attack, and special attack, and speed. But the special defense and defense are just okay. And then it's a, how the hell do I? It's a sassy nature. Can I change the natures?
You can only change the natures before you catch it.
Damn it.
Like you have to go
Okay,
to
maybe I don't have to.
like you have to go to like Celadon City, pay 10 grand, and then basically it's like using synchronize, like the ability for like Abras synchronize.
It was coming from the person that thought modest boosted attack.
Hey, in my defense, the fucked up part is the fucked up part is I looked up, like I knew, I was like, okay, so I need like before all that happened, I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring in my Gengar, and I'm curious to see like if I set modest, will I catch the Gengar and go park? Will it become a modest? Found out that's true, but then after the fact, I like psyched myself out into thinking modest nature was bad on like slowpoke and stuff. And I was like, no, because like the color thing. Why set the red color as
What?
the down or as the buffed stat?
It's always been like that. It's
I
always been
never,
like that.
I never noticed that. That's probably why I didn't fucking know.
Well, maybe that's why you don't win Pokemon battles too.
Uh, Go fuck yourself.
Ultra Moon, whatever it's called. Alright, got my Greninja. Yeah, no, the pink, well, the red is definitely the
The
nature,
buff.
because I have a timid Greninja. Yeah, because I have a timid Greninja with high speed, low, regular attack.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. That's Nintendo or Game Freak, I guess. Fix the shit. Correct it.
Have you ever watched Power Rangers?
Yeah. Oh, fuck you.
The Red Ranger is a good one.
I mean, I can't argue that. I really can't.
You really can.
But I mean, if we're gonna go back to like, if we're gonna compare this, uh, since Power Rangers originated in Japan, Nintendo's from Japan, Sony is the Japan or like was a Japan console. That's why in Japan the circle, which is green, is always the okay, and the X, which is red, is always the bad one. So answer that one.
Well, green means go, red means stop.
Then why does blue mean bad and red mean good?
Because when you're red hot, and then when you're blue, you're cold.
I fucking hate you so much.
So do my coworkers. So do my coworkers.
Anyways, moving on. We totally got sidetracked talking about that. Yeah. So, like, I don't know. What other complaints do you have about Let's Go?
I don't have many actually.
I do. I have a few. I have a few. I kind of, and this took me a second to actually note it or like realize this and like think about this until I watched a video on it. Proto Mario. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he made a
I've heard of
extreme
yeah.
valid point about the co-op system, and especially some of the things I didn't even fucking know. With the co-op system in Let's Go, that is like the most stupidest feature to have in Pokemon. If it was done a lot better,
Unless you're
then...
catching Pokemon.
Wait, what?
Unless you're catching Pokemon,
Oh yeah, no.
because you throw.
Other than that,
Continue.
because I found out that the actual double battles in the game, like that are like you have to do double battles, like with Jesse and Jaymes, and then there's one other for Team Rocket. Um, if you have a co-op player, they can't be a part of those double battles.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, why? That's stupid. And then on top of it, if you do like a gym battle, right, and say they have more Pokemon, they're still only going to use one. There's no level boosts, so then you and your like other person could just body the shit out of the gym, like no problem. Gym leader use a second Pokemon if they have a second Pokemon, which all of them do.
Nah, the gym leaders are gym leaders for a reason. They're supposed to be able to body us, no problem, with whether there's two people or not. Anime-wise, that's how it works.
Yeah, but if the gym battle is there, or if like I don't know, I just feel like there should be some type of level boost or some type of uh something to make the game harder if you are using a second person. Because if not, think about it. You could just go up to like Giovanni, and the last fucking gym and just be like, okay, so I'm gonna use Squirtle, I'm gonna use Venusaur, you're gonna use Blastoise, I'm gonna hit him with a Hydro Pump, you hit him with Mega Drain, boom, he's dead, 2 hits, that's it. Or possibly 1 hit, who
Nice.
fucking knows? And like then there's no challenge to it, and then you and that person can just probably within like 5 hours just beat the game without even trying.
Are you trying in Pokemon Let's Go?
I mean, I had an issue with Misty, and that's just because I was under leveled and I wasn't using Eevee. But other than that, I've just been bodying all the gym leaders to begin with. But the fact of the
You and Cody. You and
what about
Cody keep saying, "Oh well, if you don't use Eevee or Pikachu, it's so much harder." I didn't use Eevee or Pikachu for. I didn't use my Eevee for
well,
the
at the same
first like
time, you've been
four
playing
gyms.
Pokemon. We've been playing Pokemon for years. Granted, yeah, I bodied the shit out of the gym just because I was over leveled for everyone but Misty. And I knew my shit. I walked in and was like, okay, this is an electric gym. Here, ground moves. Body. Okay, one shot, one shot, one shot. Okay. But I'm saying for like the casual person who doesn't really know Pokemon, they probably would have a hard time. Here's a perfect example. My buddy Jerry from work, his girlfriend didn't really know Pokemon all that well, and she was playing through Let's Go, and she didn't really know types all that well because she was constantly asking Jerry for types, or hey, what's this type? Hey, what's that type? What's this do? And all that stuff. And she had a pretty hard time. And that's just because she just doesn't know Pokemon. And I don't think she was using Eevee either. But it just proves my point. If you don't know Pokemon and you're not using Eevee, you're not gonna have a good time.
You're gonna have a bad time.
That's the meme I was trying to reference. I couldn't figure it out.
I get it. I get it.
But yeah, no, like
Isn't
I said,
that
that's
isn't
South
that the
Park.
pizza French fry one?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's South Park.
if you go French fry when you're not supposed to, or when you go French fry when you're supposed to pizza, you're gonna have a bad time.
Now I want more pizza.
I mean, I had pizza for dinner earlier at Olivia's.
Same.
Oh, you had pizza at my
I
girlfriend's
wasn't
house?
at Olivia's. I wasn't at Olivia's.
But yeah, no, Pokemon's weird. Pokemon Let's Go, I love the game, but I still have like a mixed feeling about it. Like after I looked up like I learned more about like the master trainers, and that's where you really need to know your shit.
I haven't got there.
I haven't got there either. I was just a couple of videos that like I've seen, just people just testing theories. 'Cause I don't know if you've watched Austin John Plays. Uh,
Yeah, I've seen it on them every once in a while.
Yeah. He came up on my feed and he was talking about like the leveling system and the candy system, and like the biggest test he did was against the Nidoking Master Trainer, and he tested it very well. Like he proved the fact that like candies, if you don't use the candies, then the Master Trainers are going to be a pain in the dick. And if you also don't know your stuff either, because he tested just doing like simple attacks without like teaching attacks, because like he would have some a Nidoking that's like well more than powerful enough to beat it if you look at it like on paper, like stat wise and giving it candies, and then he would just get bodied. But then once he would equip a move that was actually uh like a weakness to it, like weakness to the Nidoking, then he just fucking 3-4 hits, the Master Trainer was just done. So like you really gotta like put the time into building those Pokemon level, stats, and moves. And fuck Weedle. Fuck the Weedle Master Trainer.
What happens?
So like it's Weedle can only learn tackle, or no, poison sting and string shot. And that's it. That's all Weedle can learn.
So you just get bodied.
Yeah, so if you don't put in the time and you get those Weedle candies, and plus also it's Sting Shot, so or Poison Sting. Poison Sting does like the minimum amount of damage. So basically, you just have to string shot it a couple, like not even a couple, a few times, just so you can do a little bit more damage. Now it's not much more, but it's literally just hit that Poison Sting and hope for a few crits in there, if you want to beat it without having to use struggle.
Huh.
So it's a tedious fight, and I feel like the Magikarp I feel like the Magikarp is going to be the exact same thing. It's literally, can I tackle you enough before? And like
My
all the
Magikarp's faster.
all the Master Trainers, they're like the Weedle was level 65 Weedle. Yeah.
I can just imagine that guy. Yeah, I'm the Master Trainer Weedle. All right, cool. Here's my level 5 Weedle. Like I said, I am the Master Trainer. I mean, if you wanted to put your time in to raise it to level 65, that's all you, man. Like, I'm the Pokemon champion. Here's my Charizard.
Here's my Charizard. No, Weedle's only, my dude.
Weedle's only. Well, mine's a shiny Weedle, so are you really a master?
Oh, he beat him with the fucking. It was Verlicify that I watched do the.
We don't talk about him.
You don't like him?
I don't like him.
I mean, he's alright. I find his voice kind of annoying. But, I mean, like.
I find he talks a lot of shit, like, more than I do.
I don't know. I guess I haven't, like, watched him enough. I kind of used him for, like, just Let's Go
But
information.
follow his Twitter.
That's work. I'd rather not. I mean, I'm just going to trust you on this one.
Yeah, he plays a lot. Talks a lot of shit.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know. Fair enough. I guess I'll just never find out, because I'm never going to follow him on Twitter. So, do you have any last things to talk about Pokemon Let's Go? Like, bad things, good things, man, this could be better type of things?
The portable mode the portable version could be a little bit better. I feel like I know you can use the joystick to aim the Pokemon, aim and then fire, but if you barely move your screen, you're automatically like out of line. The Pokemon's moving, and since there's a time limit before the Pokemon can flee, it's very annoying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why, like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I've gotten to the point where I could just use Ultra Balls all I want, so I just constantly just use Ultra Balls. And I'm just like, alright, cool. And, like, I guarantee, James, after you farm the shit out of those Trimanders, I guarantee you have a bunch of raspberries and gnatberries.
Not really, no. Probably
Oh,
like 20
really?
of each.
That's it?
Yep.
That's weird. Because, I mean, like, what was it? Uh, after just farming, like, the slowpokes, I think I did, like, 70 or 80 encounters. Because I realized, I was like, man, I just really just want to beat this game already. And, like, move on to the master trainers. Uh, after that, I think I got maybe, like, 15 or... I had 15 more raspberries than I already had, like, than I started with when I started the slowpokes. I just wish there was a better way to farm those. I really do wish there was. 'Cause it's really fucking frustrating.
I haven't gotten it. Oh, there is an echo.
Yeah, there's kind of an echo. Like we're in like a big
Or maybe
room or
it's
something.
because... Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, do we want to keep talking about Pokemon, or do we want to move on to Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban lists stuff?
Yeah, I think we'll move on. We'll move on topics. But before we jump into that, the news stuff, our opinion on just a couple news topics, stuff like that. I want to give a big shout out to audioboom.com. They're not the sponsor, but I do give them a huge shout out because their company is amazing. I'm paying the low tier of just $10 a month. Give me the tools to podcast. Then you could totally start your own podcast using Audioboom. So yeah, so Yu-Gi-Oh.
I muted my mic so you can do your little sponsorship thing right there. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah, so-
Yu-Gi-Oh! What do you want to see banned?
I want to see. I don't know what I want to see banned. I do know. I do want the FTKs banned. I want the fucking Cannon
Burn damage.
Soldier and the Archer, the Amazon Archer, all that shit. Because let's be honest, they're not gonna ban Firewall. I've already accepted that. That's just not happening until Arc V.
They need to rot it. That's
Yeah.
what they need to do. They need to rot it.
Yeah, but then then they have to find an excuse to put it out in a set.
It's the main character's thing. How many Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragons did we get within 2 years?
I guess. I don't know. I feel like a rotting a card.
We just got another one not too long ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. Aren't we getting like the fucking the god eyes, whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot more work to errata a card than we think.
You can only use this effective
Oh yeah, you can only use
Firewall
effect
Dragon once per turn.
I feel like if you just put if you like make it a hard once per turn, then that'll make a huge difference. I mean, it's already at 1, so nah. Yeah, you'd have to make it a hard once per turn. Because then, like, what would
Okay.
happen? What?
Yeah, you special one guy. That's all you get. But that make it easy. That make it nice for people, and it's not completely degenerate. But Konami's not gonna do it.
Oh, no,
So-
not at all. Konami's like, oh, this is making us money.
But
Let's
yeah,
be
no, I would rather they just ban all the burn damage stuff anyway, because it's kind of annoying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, have you ever, have you dueled against the burn damage stuff?
No, but I've seen videos of it, and it's
I-
disgusting. And while I'm sitting here trying to build Danger Dark World for Alan, it's disgusting.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they're extremely disgusting. I feel like if they're not going to ban Firewall, the next best thing is they're going to ban Summon Source. But here's the thing. If we get the ban list before December, Summon Sources is not getting banned. If we're getting it after December, like in January, then yeah, Summon Sources is going to get banned.
And see, I don't know why they would release summon sorceress to Europe for a month and then ban it. Because
Uh,
you do know Europe doesn't have it, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say they're waiting. That's why it wouldn't get banned, because if they ban it before Europe gets it, then that set's not gonna sell at all. Like the
Unpopular opinion, but I want to see a ban on Widow Anchor.
that's the one that's basically it's a mind control, right?
It negates effects and mind control if you have 3 or more spells in the graveyard. While you
Uh,
control no monsters in the main zone. But
yeah,
for Sky Strikers, that's no problem.
yeah, they're just like, oh, I'm gonna search out Widow Anchor as I'm gonna gain that second effect. Yeah, Sky Strikers they need to get put in place. They need their shit rocked. Engage hardcore needs to get hit to 1 or ban.
Here's the thing. You can keep Engage at 3, take away Widow Anchor. Because then what do they got? Afterburners, the cannon
No.
thing?
I feel like Engage and Widow Anchor needs to put 1 because Widow Anchor, usually by turn 2 for Sky Strikers, that is just degenerate draw power.
You mean Engage?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Engage. Engage is just degenerate draw power with like literally the deck functions around having more spells in the grave. And one of their main link monsters literally just keeps adding Engage back.
Kagari. Yeah. Ooh.
The whole deck just needs to not exist.
You know, I face Sky Strikers enough to know that it loses to Blue Eyes most of the time.
I mean, I don't know. It's I can beat Sky Strikers as long as I can build the U. And now that I've realized how to get Gumblar and get the degenerate, you have only 2 cards to play in your hand, plus protect my entire U. Uh, yeah, I could beat Sky Strikers no problem.
Up the nightmares. Unpopular opinion, but a ban on Mermaid. Ban or
Oh.
limit on Mermaid.
But the thing is, like, people will go back to playing Link Karibo instead of Double Mermaid.
That's fine. That's fine. There's no reason for you to have a U board and then I go to play a monster and it's like, oh, well, before you go attacking me, just remember that your monster has loses 2,000 attack points.
I guess I could see that, like how that's a big issue. I don't know. I still feel like Link Karibo's an issue
I don't.
because
Link
because
was fine.
Karibo's fine. No, because like
Link
I could use
Link
if I
Karibo
can't-
requires a level 1 Pokemon. No, Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! A monster.
But in Goki's, like one of their main monsters is a level 1 monster, and if you do it
ban
right,
Octostretch.
no, don't ban Octostretch. I think, and I play Goki's. I think Goki rematch needs to get hit. Like it needs to get banned. That is such such a fucking degenerate card.
That revives 2 monsters. It doesn't add them back to hand. It revives them, right?
It puts so 2 monsters, different levels.
Onto the field.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
ridiculous.
in defense
that needs
position,
to go.
so I mean I don't have to worry about attacking, but
Yeah, it's a link-based deck.
oh yes, yeah. I look at you like I don't know how many times I just Goki rematch and just go into Firewall.
Yeah.
And if
Good old Firewall.
if you don't stop any of my summons by the time I go into Firewall, I'm gonna have 3 extra monsters on the field. So like then my U is fucking my Gumblar plus what's that fucking Cerberus is hitting the field. If I have 1 extra if I have 1 extra monster by the time Firewall and Mermaid goes up, then I'm hitting that fucking Cerberus on the field too. Because I used to do it like an ass backwards way to get like the Gumblar effect, but then I forgot about the extra link effect. Oh, that takes 2 cards out too.
Yeah, and dishes out 3,000 damage.
Well, no,
Right?
the 3,000. No, the 3,000 damage is if only you have no cards during end phase. If you still have 2 cards, as soon as I summon it in the U link, that's 2 cards gone. And then I can summon another monster to the field, and then that'll cause me to set up for Cerberus. That'll cause his first effect, to where I can neg 1 or 2 cards, which however many I discard.
Okay.
Gumblar's disgusting. He's really fucking disgusting. But I don't think he deserves to get hit on the ban list. I don't think Gumblar is the problem. I think it's everything. I think it's everything that adds up that gets you to the point of Gumblar. Goki rematch, Firewall, Mermaid. If anything, put Mermaid to 1.
Yeah, I would like a Mermaid at 1 or ban. Because like I said, there's no reason for me to bust out an Ultimate Tyranno or Conductor Tyranno and then go to attack and it's like, oh, well...
Oh yeah, you're 1500 attack.
Yeah.
Nothing bigger than anything on the... No, you're bigger than the Mermaids, but...
Yeah, but then the Mermaids are protected by the... Phoenix.
Yeah. I'm working on zombies. Nightmare zombies. But...
I just finished Thunder Dragon, Brilliant Thunder Dragons.
Nice.
Yeah, Dex broke.
What do you think needs to get taken off the ban list?
Maxi.
Oh yes, definitely. Come on, headphones. What are you doing? Sorry. Yeah, Maxi needs to get taken off hardcore. Like Maxi, if you're gonna keep all this fucking firewall bullshit, Maxi needs to come back. To 3. 2, 3.
Yeah. That 3 or 1. 3 or 1.
No, I don't think one will make a difference. Because then you have to.
Well, you know how I see it. Every time the game starts, my opponent's gonna have Max C, and I'm not gonna see it for 5 turns.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, no, I feel like. I feel like Maxi at 3 is the only way to balance the firewall bullshit, especially in like hardcore competitive, because then like game 2, if you're facing the FTK, say they don't touch the FTK at all, so then if you draw firewall, game 2 you're gonna side in maybe like Ghost Ogres to deal with the firewall, because that's how you deal with firewall. Or your what is it? Your not Ghost Spell. What's the name of that card? Cherry Blossom, right?
Pink-haired girl.
Yeah, pink-haired girl.
Winter cherries.
Yeah, winter cherries. So then, like, if you side those in. Let's be honest, I already playing the firewall in your extra deck anyway. So then you drop the Maxi, and then they start touching stuff or they start going off. Firewall effect starts going off. Then you start drawing your stuff. Hopefully draw your Ghost Ogre or your cherries before that. And then you could deal with the firewall. All because Maxi's at 3, because you drew it in your opening hand.
Yeah. God. Alan keeps calling me.
I'll tell Alan to fuck off. Or watch the stream, one of the two.
I am.
But yeah, no, I feel like Maxi definitely is not going to solve the format, but definitely put some work in. But I mean, like, if you don't have any way to stop the FTK and they don't touch the FTK, then you're just going to lose Maxi or not. DD Crow is a funny card to play against the FTK.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Banish Grapha.
You're just like, chain Grapha?
I feel like Chaos Emperor Dragon's coming off of the ban list because we just got the errata of it.
Oh yeah, it's coming off more than likely. Just what? Okay, what is the errata? I don't think I've looked it up at all.
I don't know either.
Didn't we just get like a fucking new version of that card too? Like
Yeah, as a YCS prize card, so I was so excited to play my freaking uh Chaos Dragons. I was like, man, this thing's gonna be awesome. Hey guys, it's a prize card.
well,
Uh, grass looks greener. Can come back to 1.
no. I don't.
Yeah.
I actually kind of don't want that card to come to 1.
Why?
I don't know why. I just feel like it'll be disgusting.
ASL Core Unlimited.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're gonna deal with the stupid cards, the cards that fucking destroy people's lives.
Burn cards.
Yeah, the burn
Ban
cards.
Stratos.
No.
Gives E heroes way too much searchability. I couldn't say it with a straight face. Nothing.
No, dude, Stratos is fine. Put Stratos at 3.
Put Stratos at 3. Hey, yeah, heroes aren't really doing anything anyway. Oh, speaking of heroes, limit or ban on Armageddon Knight.
Yeah.
Dark types are becoming way too popular in this day and age, and they need to be suppressed.
So here's my argument to Armageddon Knight. So, if anything, if any of them, you're gonna put Armageddon to 1, ban Dark Grepher, put Stratos at 2.
I had to think about that for a second.
Because Dark
I
Grepher
feel like
is,
Dark Grepher's not doing anything, because
no,
at least
Dark
that's
Grepher
like
is
they're
disgusting. I'm gonna cut you off right there. Dark Grepher is disgusting. You have to discard a card. So say you have Malicious in hand.
you have
Like
to
if you're-
discard a level 5 or higher Dark type.
So we got
what, you're
Malicious. We got
malicious?
what's that one Dragon Tuner? You can dump that in the graveyard.
What, Labradite Dragon?
No, that fucking level 7 tuner.
Oh. Destrudo.
Yes, Destrudo.
Yeah, but what is that? 4 cards? 4 or 5 cards out of your 40 card deck?
Yeah, it's gonna be 6. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like Dark. Okay, I don't know. So you banned Armageddon Knight. Let's just say you ban Armageddon Knight, and then you don't touch Grepher. People are just gonna play Grepher over that, because you don't have to send. You can still normal summon the Grepher and get the effect off, and still send. So that's why I say you banish the Grepher, because Grepher can be your answer sometimes to just say you have you just want to put some cards in graveyard from your hand. So you draw a Malicious, like if you hard draw the Malicious, like I for some reason do fucking 50% of the time. So it's your answer to that.
Just play that new draw spell, where you put the level 6 back on the top of your deck and then reshuffle it.
What?
Yeah, they just released it. That 2 sets ago, I think. It was the secret. It's a secret rare. It's level 6s. It's like how Traden and Seven Swords of the Seven Stars, whatever the frick it's called. Okay. Anyway, while we're like in the middle of these topics and everything, how about Thunder Dragons? What would you want to see? Like, it's probably not going to get hit.
Oh yeah, because they're not doing
It's not.
anything. But Thunder Dragons,
They are,
are
but-
you can kind of easily out them.
Yeah, Book of Moon.
Yeah, Book of Moon. Hey, what's up? Oh, you got stuff? Bye.
But what would you want to see hit for Thunder Dragons?
I guess the limit that one that like special summon or like yeah, limit the one that special summon to banished by just discarding it.
What do you mean?
Isn't there one where it's like you can discard this card from a hand and then special summon a banished Thunder Dragon?
Oh, the Hawk?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of stupid.
You discarded the special summon a banish or in your graveyard Thunder Dragon. That what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. To be honest, I've only ever faced Thunder Dragons once, and that was against you. Other than that, I don't really know much about them.
Hmm. This would be this effect. As I'm sitting here test driving my Thunder Dragons. Anyway,
So I
if
looked
I
up.
would want to see a hit, and if
I don't mean
Konami
to cut
wanted
you
to
off.
hit Thunder Dragons,
I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm reading the fucking errata for Chaos Emperor Dragon. It's not much of a fucking difference errata. So okay, this is what the original effect reads. This card can only be special summoned by removing one light and one dark monster from your graveyard from play. Pay 1,000 of your life points and send all cards in both players' hands and on the field to the graveyard. Inflict 300 damage to your opponent's life points for each card sent to the graveyard by this effect. Card can here's the recent errata. Cannot be normal summon / set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing one light and 300 damage to your opponent for each card sent to the graveyard by this effect. Don't see the difference.
I don't know. I'm not helpful.
Yeah, I don't see what the difference is there, so I don't see why they would bring it back. Please don't bring it back. Oh wait, I didn't scroll down anymore. Oh shit, hold on.
Well, that would probably help.
No, it's just in different languages. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see the errata, but hey, whatever.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
I don't
Bring
want
it
them to
back.
bring it back because that's no. I don't want them to bring it back because you could just throw that literally in Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2018. You could throw that in literally any fucking deck you want.
No, you have to banish the light and dark monster.
And where's my? I can almost guarantee I can get a light and dark in the graveyard, no problem, in Goki's. I'm pretty sure the main deck, besides the dark monsters are in my main deck. I mean, I have one light and it's Effect Veiler, but who cares about that? And I think the light is in my extra deck that it's gonna end up in the graveyard. Solde. Solde, Proxy Dragon, Firewall, if Firewall goes to the graveyard.
So what you're telling me is you're gonna make a U board and then you're gonna send it all to the graveyard for Chaos Emperor.
Oh, Proxy Dragon.
You're gonna put a brick in your deck.
Proxy Dragon's gonna be in the graveyard though. Because
I'm talking about Chaos Dragon.
yeah.
So you're gonna put a brick in your deck just so you can break your own U board.
Yes. I mean, it's the answer. It's the answer to Goki's.
I guess so.
So yeah, and that's 1,500 life points. I don't know. I feel like there's something that's not being posted because I'm on like the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki. It shows like literally all the erratas and the changes and everything. I don't know. They're not. I don't see the difference. Don't see how it's good.
Anyway, before you cut me off.
Yeah, sorry.
was going to say is if they want to hit fire, not Firewall Dragon. If they wanted to hit Thunder Dragons and not hit the actual deck or extra deck portions, like they didn't want to hit the new stuff, hit Solar, Batteryman Solar.
Say that again. I wasn't.
Hit Batteryman Solar or Gold Zark. Hit them both to one. You take the consistency away from the deck.
Okay. What's Battery Solar Man do again?
Sends a Thunder Dragon from the deck. Sends a Thunder Monster from the deck to the graveyard.
Oh, so it's just a Foolish Burial, but you have to summon him?
Yeah. Also, if you summon a Thunder Monster while he's on the field, you summon a Thunder token. So basically, normal Batteryman Solar, dump Thunder Dragon Roar, Gold Sark for... Where is he? Dragon Dark. Dragon Dark's effect to add Thunderhawk to hand. Hawk effect to discard, special summon out the Roar. Batteryman Solar effect to summon out a token. Link the token and the Solar away for the Summon Summoner. Summer Summoner. Say that
some Summon Summoner?
Yeah. Send the Thunder Dragon Roar to the graveyard. Bust out Colossus. Thunder Dragon Roar effect to special summon, I think, Matrix from the deck. Yeah, you summon Matrix from the deck. And then I believe you tribute the Matrix for another Colossus. So right now you have a summon, SSS, and 2 Colossus on the field. And Thunder Dragon Matrix effect will add a Matrix to hand, so you have a plus 500 right there. And I believe you can continue by banishing one of your Colossus on the field, and you still have 3 cards in your hand, besides the Matrix.
That's gross. That's actually really gross.
Yeah. So you banish those, bring out Thunder Dragon Titan, and then banish the Summon Summoner for your Fizz. 2 Colossus, 1 Titan, Thunder Dragon Matrix in hand, 2 free cards, could be Ash Blossom, could be Infinite Permanence. And basically your opponent goes, okay, well, Book of Eclipse. And then everything goes face down.
So that is the game.
But anyway, yeah, no. If you hit those 2 cards, you will take away their consistency mad. And then all the prices will drop.
Yeah, and then I can, or what you could, yeah, you could do that. Plus, you could also hit, like you said earlier, or like both of us said earlier, the fucking burn cards. And then maybe Dark Golds will go down in price.
Are Dark Worlds up in price right now?
I mean, not Dark Worlds, Dangers, that's what I meant to say. Jesus shit!
What?
So Book of Eclipse are expensive.
Really?
Yeah, a super rare goes for like $7.
Alright. So what else would you want to see limited?
What else would I want to see limited? To be honest, I don't really know what else I'd want to see limited. We already talked about Mermaid, and I feel like Mermaid going to 1 would be great. I still feel like Armageddon at 1, Dark Refer ban, and then Malicious at 2 is good. And yeah, and then we talked about Maxi coming off the ban list. That's really honestly all I really give a shit about on this ban list. And then you mentioned the Sky Strikers earlier. I feel like I was gonna say Chicken Game could come back.
Sorry, I was drinking the rest of my cereal. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Chicken Game right now. Field spells are still a little bit powerful.
But it's
Actually, now I think
I
about
don't know. Okay, I gotta look up to see if Chicken Game is a hard once per turn. Because I don't remember. Because if it's not, then that's a broken ass card.
I can't remember. Yeah, I believe it's once per turn.
Let's see. Yeah, it's a once per turn, but it's not a hard once per turn. So if I drew more than one, I can go Chicken Game, Chicken Game, Chicken Game, get 3 cards all at the cost of 3,000 life points. So put Chicken Game at 1. I don't know. I like Chicken Game. I want Chicken Game to come back so I can put it in my fucking Exodia deck. That's all the reason why I want it.
Let's see. Is there anything else I would want to see limited? Ash Blossom.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see.
I think everyone says that the hand traps in this day and age are too powerful. And so Joel and Lockbird,
I don't know. Like, so if you get rid of search cards, run rampant.
they
Like
are
if
running rampant.
Yeah,
but the only deck really playing Joel and Lockbird right now is Trickstar and with Reincarnation.
I mean, I play.
And
main
we've
deck
all had our.
Do I main deck Joel? I don't
No,
think
you
I
never get it out against me because you're normally dead by the time I'm done.
Oh yeah, because I side deck.
Besides when you like me.
So basically, I have to win the dice roll.
Yeah.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh in a nutshell. Win the dice roll.
Alan wants to know if he can join the podcast.
I don't know.
I think we're a little bit too far into it.
Yeah, I feel like we're a little bit too far in. I don't know. I'm dealing with something personally right now. Jaymes, you already know. Let's.
What about semi-limits?
Malicious. I feel malicious needs to go to 2. It's like a hard. If I could pick anything to go to 2, malicious.
Upstart Goblin.
Debatable.
Now see, this is gonna hurt my soul to say, but if everything else is getting hit, Alistair the Invoker can go to 2. Because that.
Yeah, but doesn't that like basically shit on the entire fucking deck? Like if Alistair gets touched in any way possible, doesn't that just shit on the entire deck?
You realize the OCG had Alistair at 1 for a long time, right? And the deck was still doing fine.
Wait, he was at. Wait, what? Alistair.
Yeah, he was at 1 for a little while.
That's. Yeah, but that, like I said, that shits on the entire deck. Because it's their main searcher
Well,
to like get combos going.
their only searcher.
Well, I mean, it's not their only searcher because the field card searches Alistair. That's why the field card is a little bit more important that's why Alistair is more important than the field card. So you can just leave the fucking field card at 3. Even then, I still feel like, if anything, I don't know. I feel like Alistair getting touched in any way just shits on, like, totally shits on the deck and puts it in disarray.
Yeah. You know what? While we're going back on ban cards, you know I could see what Konami doing just as a giant middle finger to the community. Banning Phoenix.
Nightmare Phoenix?
Yeah, I can see it.
Biggest part of the the finish combo in the extra link. Plus, it's kind of like their biggest protection as well in the.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I could totally see that. I could totally see Phoenix getting the can. But I mean, let's be honest though. At that point, what players will do is they'll just play the deck backwards. They'll play their field backwards.
I'm sorry, I'm tired.
I feel you, me too. I'm tired as well. But that's what you do. You just play your field backwards. And then you just include Cerberus as your finisher you. Which, I mean, it's not like it's not a thing people do, but it's a thing that people used to do. Like back when Nightmare Goblin was a thing, it was like, okay, does your deck do a lot of field destruction, or does it benefit more with battle? So then if it was more with battle, then you play the field normally and throw a Phoenix in there. But if it was you do more card destruction, then I'm gonna play it backwards and throw what's his face on there.
Speaking of card destruction, probably ban that again, but I haven't faced it enough to say that it can be banned.
Yeah, I don't think it's made a difference, to be honest. I feel like it's just a one-of dump card. That's all it is.
You know,
and
that
Super
card Poly hasn't even done anything. It's
No.
not done anything.
It needs to stay at 1.
I thought that...
It needs to stay at 1.
I
don't want that to happen.
Yeah, they're not doing anything. They're
not doing anything. But here's the thing, though. They'll pick up because they're non-targetable just due to random effects.
Yeah, but I want them to pick up in price.
I don't want them to exist. No one's playing them. If they exist in the format, then the game just totally shifts, and people have to worry about kaijus. They have to side deck kaijus. They have to side deck your fucking, what's the name of the card? Sphere mode, grinder golem. They have to worry about those, and that takes up more deck space. And I feel like at that point,
not really, because Dark Destroyers are outed by Borreload.
Okay, yeah.
And Borrelsword aren't they? Awesome.
I don't like Cosmos. I've always hated Cosmos. I want them to burn in a fire.
I love Cosmos.
I don't. I hate them.
But Call by the Brave, back to unlimited.
Yeah, put that back at 3. Put that back at 3. Hardcore.
I mean, most people are only playing it at 2 anyway, but there are the
I maxed out at 3.
non-meta decks. That's your problem. Actually, that did work against me for the longest time.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Put it back at 3 so I can max out at 3 and always see the card. Because now it's just kind of like I see it. And that's it.
Put Terraforming back to 3.
No. I mean, to be honest, I don't want Terraforming at 3. If I'm being 100% honest. Because I don't want it at 3. It's a degenerate searcher.
Rekindling back to 3.
Yeah, that's a random card no one ever touches. So I don't give a shit about that card.
There are no good fire decks right now. Give fire decks a reason to come back.
Give them let them spike in price for some random reason.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
Sitting here looking at the ban list. Cypher and
Oh,
Lord Omega can stay right there.
Yeah, I got
Just
tired
stay
of
Tor got it back to 2. Tor got it 2.
Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that.
Alright. I'm not the biggest fan of BA, but if they plan on pushing the Link Monster soon,
Whenever we get
put
it.
Sir and Graph back to 2. Put them at 2. Along with Tour Guide. Do you not agree? With Beatrice at 2?
Yeah. I mean, they gotta find a reason to push the Link Monster. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean,
Basically, just pay attention to the product and you'll see. That's what I'm getting from this discussion right here, right now. I'm just now noticing whatever's gonna get sold, just play that or just guess that for the ban list. So you links, they're staying
whenever
in.
we get it.
Yeah, whenever we get it. Like I said, I really feel like if there's any like reason why they're gonna hold back on the ban list, and it's gonna be summon source because they want to ban summon source in TCG, but they want to make a quick buck uh on that special edition box. So they're gonna forever make excuses why this and why that. Um, so they're just I don't think they're gonna. What's your guess?
Construct to 1.
Yeah, they're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna make a difference.
Emerald to 1. Invoker can stay where it's at for a little while. It can stay there.
No, he needs
No
to-
extra normal summons. No extra normal summons. We're good. No, I clean.
Yeah. Well, do you have any-
Lithogasm.
Put that back. I want that
one.
back. I want him at. I'll be happy with 1 because then I can still be disgusting. And if you're gonna put that at 1, put terraforming back at 3. That's the only reason why I'd want terraforming back at 3. So I can search out that stupid card, or that fucking field card.
I was about to say Gofu, but that's a 1-card unicorn.
No. Don't talk about Gofu.
Sure, it can come back.
Yeah, sure it can come back. I mean, the Necros, sure it can come back. Keep the Jin locked or ban. Did you ever have to deal with the Jin lock?
Yep.
Yeah, I played that deck.
You're
So,
a terrible person.
I built it for fun. That's the fucked up part is I built it because I was like, oh shit, I have quite a bit of Necros, plus I have the Jin. Okay, I'm gonna play the deck. So I played it.
Oh, Jesus.
So any final cards you want to mention before we move on? Because we've been talking about Yu-Gi-Oh for a while, and we still have 2 other topics I wanted to get to. They probably won't take as long, but I still wanted to get to them.
Not really, no.
Yeah, I do feel like we've touched on a lot of them. So moving on to the other topics. The next topic I want to talk about was the Monster Hunter movie. Now I don't know how much information you know about the Monster Hunter movie, James, but I'm pumped for
Not
it.
a whole lot, no.
I don't want to get my hopes too up though, because it is a video game adaptation movie, and we got a couple new screenshots, and it's got the classic greatsword, like the iconic weapon for Monster Hunter. So that's gonna be in it. That's like some chick is gonna have it.
Nice.
And the chick who like was in all the Resident Evil movies, she's in this movie.
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, her. I don't know her name. I just know the chick from Resident Evil. That's all I know. If there was one thing that you could see in this movie, what would you want to see?
I don't know. A cool kill scene, I guess.
Fair enough. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm kind of the one thing I really want to see in the movie is I want to I want a armor building
Like Rocky.
where they get like the big monster that they tried to take on, and they're just like, oh shit, we can't take this monster. And so they like, some dude's just like, yo, I got some stuff. Here's some armor for you guys. And they're just like, what's up? And then they just have like an armor building montage. And they pump, and then they just go fight it. I feel like it's gonna be a Rathalos, but Did you know this movie was crowdfunded?
Crowdfunded?
Yeah, like, crowd, CROWD.
Oh, like people funded?
Yeah, it was people funded. I thought it was just like some box or like some movie company was just like, hey, here's $1 million, go make a movie.
Oh.
Yeah, I found that out, and I was like, that's actually kind of cool. So, yeah. I mean, that's all I really wanted to talk about. That's all I really wanted to bring up about. I was just curious about, like, what your opinion, like, what someone else's opinion was, because I've never talked to anybody else about this fucking movie.
Yeah, I
go
haven't really looked into it, so.
I'm gonna go see it in theaters when it comes out, so.
I'll go with you.
Nice.
Nice.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm
Uh,
not seeing it with you.
Alan's rioting. He posted in the chat.
Is he?
He's like, we will riot. So he's trying to riot right now. The last thing I wanted to talk about was Sony's pulling out of the E3 of 2019. Not going to be in it at all. My only opinion about that is, like, because I don't know if you knew this, but Sony's starting their own fucking convention.
I had not.
Yeah, they're starting their own convention. I think their first one was, was this year. Like, I want to say they had their first one this year, and it just totally bombed. Because, like, if it was this year, I hadn't heard anything about it. I just know they are wanting to host it. And, like, I don't know. I feel like Sony doesn't have anything to gain or lose from this situation.
I feel like they lose a lot of the, whatchamacallit?
The what?
Publicity that they once got.
I mean, I don't know. Well, think about it this way. So, they're having their own convention. At E3, at E3, they don't really have 100% control, or like what in it's mostly being compared to like, oh, Sony did this at E3, but Xbox did this and fucking blew them out of the water. If they have their own convention, it's just kind of like, who are they going to compare them to? Themselves? And like everything will be on them. Also at the same time, at the same time, it's like, what could they show at this? I really want to know what they can show at this convention. Like, they have, like, they'll spend like an hour or two saying, hey, we're releasing the PS5 or whatever the fuck, and then they show off some cool exclusives, and that's it. What else are they gonna show? Have a tournament there? Have some people be like, oh, we're designing this cool piece of technology for the PS5. Who cares?
It's the same thing as the PS4.
Only with a 5.
But except it's 5.
Oh my god!
We're releasing a new iPhone. Same thing as the other iPhone.
What was it?
But it has a better camera.
Fucking
And we called it the iPhone X.
The PS5 and Xbox One or Xbox, they're saying that they might take away the disk drive. I know this is like totally like not 100% off topic, but it's off topic. What are your thoughts on that about taking away the disc tray? Because I know you predominantly do digital downloads.
See,
I like doing digital downloads because I have the money to afford digital downloads. Like, if I were to spend money on a game and then not like it, it doesn't hurt me to. Well, it does hurt me, obviously. I guess I
Right.
shouldn't say it like that.
You lose 60
But,
bucks.
yeah. But I'm not completely hurt over it, I guess.
Fair
Because I
enough.
could always just re-download it at a later date. But say you're someone struggling for money, but you go and buy a game anyway for some reason, and you don't like it, you pop the disc in, or you rent it. You know, there's people that rent games
I used to be one of those
to
people.
try it out before they buy it.
But no, I see what you're saying. I totally see what you're saying.
Fucking Alan throwing me under the bus here. Actually, I didn't just buy the new iPhone for the camera. I also bought it because it actually has better display and everything.
Yeah, so fuck you, Alan.
Coming from the guy that also bought the new iPhone.
I never bought an iPhone because Apple's garbage.
You're garbage.
I like buying physical copies just because I'm one of those people that, like, in my mindset, when I think about it, because I, like, at one point I was a digital downloader just because I'm too lazy to want to change a game card or a disc or whatever. I just wanted to just have the game. Just wanted to be at leisure, just be like, all right, I want to play this game. All right, I want to play this game, and just not have to be like, oh, let me get the game. Let me take out the old one. Let me put in the new one. No, that stuff doesn't bother me. But yeah, no, I like digital or physical downloads because I like to own the game. I like to actually hold it in my hand and be like, this is mine.
Yeah, then I just pick up my Xbox and I go, "This is mine." Hey,
Okay, but
see that?
here's another
See
thought
that
process.
empty shelf over there? See that empty shelf over there? Yeah, that could have been filled with a bunch of games.
But now it's filled with
Except-
dust.
It's all in the cloud. So if there's ever a big EMP that ever hits Microsoft Studios, I'm completely screwed.
Yep, that's the other big reason. I don't want to lose all my shit. If I'm being honest, I don't want
Oh yeah,
Xbox.
your account,
I don't want people to
your
be
account
like,
gets banned, you're screwed.
oh yeah, without a doubt. I want it to be like, oh, I can still play all these games. I mean, like, I'm accumulating a shit ton of, like, Switch games. Because, like, all my Switch games, I've all but two. Like, two that are, like, actually Nintendo games, or, like, that are physical games. All but two. I bought physicals.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Sony having their own E3.
It's stupid.
Or
I mean,
their own-
I'm being completely honest. It's stupid. It's just a fucking waste of money. One on one on Nintendo's behalf, and then two on the fact of what are they gonna show? I really want to know what they're gonna show. Besides their own
God
shit.
of War 6.
But what about 5?
No, 6.
6. Wait, wasn't there a God of War 4? Wait a second. That wasn't just God of War.
Yeah. It was God of War, but
Okay, I thought there was like a legit like God of War 4. Like that was the name, not just God of War.
all right, yeah. But Raven,
But yeah.
I think we're out of topics.
Yeah, I think we've run out of everything we could talk about. I mean, we did hit all the topics that we did want to hit. I want to thank Alan for talking shit in in the chat the whole time. I want to
Yeah,
thank
maybe
Jaymes.
next time he'll join us.
Maybe next time. We'll see. If I feel like having him on.
Thanks for having me, Raven. It was nice,
Oh,
being a
problem.
part of the podcast. Can't wait to listen to myself on my car ride to work in 2 days.
Yeah, because this one's gonna have to go up late because there was a lot of like times where like it was buffering. I don't know if that's because of me or like because of my internet and like the entire stream was just lagging, or if that was literally just my internet. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to listen to it. I'll have to double check.
All right. Well,
Yeah. But thank you, Jaymes, for coming on. Hopefully you'll be on another episode. Thank you, Alan, for. I want to thank everyone who has listened to the podcast. Big thanks, big shout out. If you guys like what you're listening to, you can follow me on Twitter at OSDuelist12, or you can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/OSDuelist12. I stream every Tuesday at like 9-ish, roughly. Right on Twitch, twitch.tv/OSDuelist. Jaymes, is there anywhere we could follow you?
EZSLAYIN409 on Twitter and Instagram.
All right, yeah, you could do that.
YouTube is a work in progress.
YouTube is work in progress. Speaking of YouTube, you could subscribe to the channel on YouTube, youtube.com/OldSchoolDuelist12. And I do got some videos in the works. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with them. I got some Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up. I wanted to do some stuff like that. I got some other videos that I'm just working on. I try to make sure they're perfect before I put them out there. I don't want to put out garbage. I mean, look at the podcast. It's pretty garbage.
Is this where we announce our partnership?
Yes, for when we announce it officially. This is unofficial.
Oh. All right. Well, let's add Alan to the party before he has a stroke.
Okay. I have to invite him.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna sign off.
Recording?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say,